looking pretty safe as he steamrolls away in the points battle. But 31, Neville Crichton, Mr. Consistency for the JPS BMW team, trying to lock up that third place, and that'll keep him up second overall in points.
Mike Monier and Bob Holden both move over wisely and make way for Crichton and Jones.
And Jones comes through. Bob Holden will probably wave Neville Crichton through on the inside, and Jones zippity-zap down on the inside as well. Great entertainment for the spectators who have been coming along to the Touring Car Championship rounds, most of it provided by the efforts of Alan Jones in the Network Alpha, the Ignis-sponsored car, who has really been a giant killer in amongst the Mustangs, the Commodores. To Valvoline corner again, and Neville Crichton still with third place nailed down, and Alan Jones trailing him. John Harvey, the next one, back behind them.
No longer seems to be closing on this pair. In fact, they've got away from Harvey just a little bit in the last few laps. So Harvey safely in fifth spot on the racetrack at the moment, but really not in touch now with Crichton and Jones. Up front, of course, Richards, the leader, with Johnson in second place, and here's the second of the BMWs with Alan Jones hard on his heels. And while they continue to dice there, let's go to the pits and to Neil Crompton.
Thank you very much, Gary Wilkinson. Well, as you know, one of the early casualties in the race was Peter Brock, but Peter's come back into the pits once again. What happened?
It blew all the water out of the cooling system, just blasted out the right-hand side of the bonnet there, and I cruised for a little while just to see what would happen, and it started to blow smoke. I lost power dramatically, so I thought better come out of the pits. So brand new car. I guess I'll call the pits and have a good look to see what caused it all, but that's fun racing.
What happened in that early incident when the tyre went down? Was it just a tyre problem, or did you have a valve problem?
I didn't have a tyre problem or a valve problem. I had a Volvo driving in the left-hand door, and he broke the tyre valve in the wheel as I was going down the main straight, the air just escaped out of the tyre, and that was it. So the car hit it, yeah.
There's been very clean and close racing in the Australian Touring Car Championship for the first 5 rounds, and certainly in the last couple of years there hasn't been as much pranging as there is today. What's your attitude to that?
Well, I don't know. I suppose that the nature of the circuit doesn't help. It's a very tight, twisty track. We all know that. Passing chances are limited to a couple of areas, so drivers get a bit desperate, a bit hot under the collar. I don't know how Robbie drives. I guess we're finding out. You know, that's all in motor racing. I've got no real feelings one way or the other. I think it was Sandown or somewhere, he probably wouldn't find as much going on, or Bathurst, you wouldn't find that sort of thing going on. There's room to move.
John Harvey doing well in the 05 car.
Yeah, he's hanging in there. He's just sort of doing about 50 dead. He's got the car set up very much the same way we've had it over the last 2 meetings, and it's proving to be pretty good today, actually.
Thanks, Peter. Best of luck next round. So Peter Brock out of round 6 of the Australian Touring Car Championship here at Keilor International Raceway.
Thank you, Neil. And there is our race leader, Jim Richards, in car number 62.
Coming up on the tail end of Colin Bond, who just a moment ago slipped past Francevic. So that puts Colin in 6th position on the racetrack.
Dick Johnson is still there running in 2nd place, just not far behind Jimmy Richards.
Well, Dick Johnson, can you haul him in with 5 laps remaining or not?
Hang on, fellas. You getting me there, Mike, or
Dick
not?
Johnson just a little busy there. Dick, 5 laps remaining. Can you haul that BMW in or not?
I don't know, mate. I'm trying. It's got too much squirt in a straight line.
It's been a bit rough and ready out there today, Dick.
Yeah, mate. We've had 1 or 2 altercations. Here we go again, mate. We could get this guy easy. I will if you don't get out the road.
Did the right thing by you?
Yeah, he sure did. It's good to see.
Looks like Bondi up in front of you, is it?
Certainly is. But I think he's about a lap down.
Tyres holding up okay?
Actually, I'm absolutely surprised. They're damn good. It took a while for them to come on in the early stages. She looked like a spoon in a bowl of custard floating around the place. But once they come on, they haven't gone off.
Jim, when you get, Dick, when you get the parts that you need in the next homologations in August, how much more competitive do you think that'll make your Mustang?
It should be about as competitive as the BMW is now. And, you know, with just that little extra speed in the straight and the way this car handles and stops, I think we might have the better of them. But bear in mind that Brock and company are getting all their fancy bits through.
Dick, for the next round of the Touring Car Championship, we start heading up to your home territory. Is that going to be any advantage to you?
I don't think so, not surface. I'm dying for Lakeside, though. Boy, oh boy. That is one hell of a circuit. And I tell you what, all the people up there will want to come out because it's going to be one hell of a race.
Well, thanks very much for your time again today, Dick. We've been following a great drive for second.
Thanks, Mike.
Dick Johnson. There's Kent Bagent from New Zealand over here campaigning the BMW. First start in the Touring Car Championship was at Adelaide, and today having his first start on Australia's smallest course here at Calder, running 8th on the road.
Only just over 2 laps remaining, so he's not really going to improve his position too much. In fact, yes, 2 laps exactly remaining for the race leader, Jim Richards, so Kent is not going to be able to improve too much between here and there, but it's been a pretty good showing for the man that came across completely untried under Australian conditions for his first outing last week at Adelaide and has backed up so well here at Calder.
The man who's putting the pressure on him, of course, to get past is Alan Jones in car number 27. Just touching, locking a brake on the approach there to Valvoline Corner as they move now onto the back straight. There's Robbie Francevic still soldiering on. I tell you what, he's got plenty of hits on the racetrack, and he's got a few verbal hits off the racetrack today. He certainly brought this race alive. There's Jones now getting the better of Bagent, heading down to the Castrol S's. Coming up now towards 1 lap to go, and Jim Richards in car number 62, the JPS BMW, leads. Dick Johnson carrying race cam, running 2nd on the road, car number 17, and Neville Crichton in car number 31, the 2nd of the BMWs, running in 3rd. What more can you say about Jimmy Richards of New Zealand? This has been one of the hardest races of the season for Richards, make no mistake whatsoever. He comes down through the gears to Glowweave, comes out of Glowweave, and now heading along the finishing straight. And Jimmy Richards for round number 6 looks well on his way to the National Touring Car Championship. First in the Keilor round goes to Jimmy Richards. Very close across the line. Second goes to Queensland's Dick Johnson. And about to finish 3rd across the line will be Neville Crichton of New Zealand in the black BMW. What a race. What a performance from Jimmy Richards in car number 62. So many drivers made a tremendous race out of this. Let's recap the placings for you. Round 6 at Keilor. Richards, the winner in the BMW. 2nd, Johnson in the Mustang. 3rd, Crichton in the BMW.